Neil, a dramatic ending, and it feels a bit like a kick in the teeth to me. What about you?
Yeah, it feels a bit like a defeat, you know, to lose the game with basically the last kick of the game. But I think it was always going to be the last kick of the game if they were going to score, wasn't it? To be honest,
it was. I mean, I've got to ask you about the added time. 5 minutes was shown. I don't know where the 5 minutes came from, but then 6 or even 7, some people are saying, was played. What's your view on it?
5 minutes went up. I thought that was far more than what was expected in the game. We've made 2 substitutions. They've made 1. I don't remember a trainer going on. There was an instance obviously on the edge of the box. It probably took a couple of minutes to clear up. So it probably took 3.5. But then you don't mind, you know, he's got to the 5 and then he's somehow come up with on our watches, and we started the very, you know, it's 1 minute 50 over. I went on and asked him at the end. He said there was 2 cautions and a yellow card. He said they're 30 seconds each. When we went back in the tunnel, I asked him again, and he said there was 1 caution. So, and he says he's only played a minute. So, yeah, we are where we are.
Frustrating, but you've got to take the positives out of this game because you've played a really strong side tonight. Yeah,
we have. You know, they're a big physical side. You know, they know what they're good at. They do it well. Thought Sean O'Hanlon was outstanding for us. Thought he was our best player by a country mile. He won everything against Denton, or he won most things against Denton. And I think, you know, when you come up against Tom, he's a big, strong lad. I think the referee gave him far more leeway than most referees would do. But I don't blame him for taking it. Just disappointing. We've been 1-0 up. You know, we've scored a goal. Tough game. It was always going to be a tough game, but I think they're all going to be tough in this league. We stuck in there, but then again, you know, we've swiped at a ball in our own box. We've done that 3 or 4 times already this season, when we put ourselves under pressure. Just need a little bit of composure.
You took Big K off quite early in the second half, but I think that was pre-planned, wasn't it, if I'm right? Has he got a bit of a knock?
Well, he's had a bit of a knock, and I just thought we needed to freshen it up front. I thought we weren't holding anything up. Things were coming back a little bit too quick. Kay's been struggling with a knee injury. I thought Callum done really well again, worked very hard, nearly scored first half. But yeah, I thought the 2 lads came on, freshened us up and looked lively, worked hard. You know, and I think once we got our goal, you know, I thought there was only 1 team in it. But even the free kick that they got in their own I know it was the other end of the pitch, but how can you give a free kick against Lewis when he's got the ball facing the other way? But we are where we are.
3,000 fans here again tonight, and I saw you leading the applause when the attendance was announced. I mean, they really are right behind you at the moment.
They are, yeah, and hopefully that'll stay that way. I think they've seen another performance of grit and determination tonight. You know, we possibly could have looked after the ball a lot better, but an exciting game of football. You know, and I think our lads have given everything. Else I'd say is we needed a little bit more quality, but sometimes in them games when it's early, there's a lot of tackles going in, and referee wants to make as many decisions as he can. You know, it can be difficult, but I thought we stood up to a physical battle really well. We weren't intimidated in any way, shape or form. You know, they're a decent side who've you know, won the FA Trophy last year, if we mustn't forget. But you know, still want more from our lads. You know, we've got the grit, the determination, the character. You know, we need to be better in possession.
Do you take a real positive? It feels to me tonight as if you've played better tonight in drawing this game than you did on Saturday in winning. Is that a fair comment?
I think we're definitely better than we were Saturday. You know, and I thought that as the game went on, we got stronger. Once we scored, I thought, you know, we could hang on. But it wasn't to be, and you know, it's just disappointing, as you say. It's last minute of a game, or 96th, 97th minute of a game, and it's just the way we lost the goal. You know, we defended well, resolute. They haven't really had many chances, but you know, we took a slash at one in the box, and unfortunately the lads finished it.
Is there an issue perhaps of game management, maybe just teaching some of the lads to, you know, taking the ball into the corner, that kind of thing? Is there an issue there? I
think we've done that in the main, but it's how long you can do that for, isn't it? You know, it's a case of you know, don't harp on about it, but if somebody's 5 minutes minimum, and there's a caution or whatever, and a substitution, well, you know, that's 96 minutes. We've still got to manage the game better at the end, but if we clear our lines, the whistle goes and we win the game. But you know, there's no blame to be attached to anybody. We just got to be a little bit more, you know, I think better in possession.
having said all of that, 10 points out of a possible 12, you'd probably have taken that at the start of August if it offered it to you. Do you take a lot of pride from what you've achieved so far?
Not really, no. I think I've got high expectations of myself, my staff and my team, so I'm very disappointed that we're not on 12 out of 12 to lose it in the manner that we did. Is the gutting thing at the moment. But we're unbeaten at the moment. We've got a big tough game now. Nuneaton have won again, so they're top. So we've got to go there now and really lay down a marker and put a performance in. And the lads will have a little bit of a rest now and rest up before Saturday.
It's an absolutely mouth-watering clash, that one now, isn't it, against Nuneaton away from home? And who would have thought that at the start of the season?
I think they're all going to be mouth-watering. I mean, you only had to look at today's game. As you say, the place was electric. Once we scored, there was pandemonium, I think, when we scored. And obviously, everyone was a bit obviously gutted once we conceded the goal. But these things happen in life, don't they? These things happen in football, and we're disappointed now, we're disappointed tomorrow. But it's about picking ourselves up and getting ourselves organised and getting ready for Nuneaton on Saturday, as you say. They've got a new manager as well, made some good signings, some experienced lads mixed with some good young lads. And we've got to have to make sure that we're ready and ready to go for that game.
Well, the referee's played so long, I think it's past our bedtime now. Come on, let's go.
Cheers.